They prove the haters wrong every single time, and it's led to this fantastic set that we're getting into right now. Snowy, Luna, megD, Raydish. There can only be one to advance into top 8. We're gonna find out who it is. We're going through stage selection right now. Get this first game underway. Where are you thinking? If you're picking for them, what stage would you go to?
That's gonna be up to them because it all comes down to the mental that they're currently having. Can they deal with platforms? Can they not? You know, can they try to use the platforms to the advantage? Can they say, you know what, let me try to use this platform as another downlight recovery style 1v1 combo or lead into different 2v2 combos that they have as an option? And it looks like we're going to small Fortress Alliance here. And I don't know, both these teams are fantastic. Luna and Snowy, we're used to seeing them go absolutely crazy. Raydish and megD also are fantastic as well. This is gonna be a close one.
Yeah, I mean, some bangers to be sure. Actually starting out much more patient than we've seen from the previous 2 sets today. Both of these teams, like, they respect the opposition so much, and they know if you rush in too carelessly, you could lose your first stock within the first 30 seconds, almost happening for both members of the blue team. Early lead here for Luna and Snowy gets extended even further. First stock going down from Raydish.
Yeah, for sure. And with Raydish now going down to that second stock, blue team's gonna be like, okay, let's knock out megD and let's use our spacing to our advantage. But we also got to realize how the red team plays. And red team, how they usually play is separated. They don't usually go for team combos. So they're gonna be like, okay, let's go ahead. This is an advantage for Snowy and Luna. Let's take advantage of the platform, knock one of them into a team combo. Let's do what we're known to do best and knock them out one by one, stock by stock with team combos and interesting knockout options.
I love the way Luna spaces with those blasters, just controlling so much space. Unarmed now, gotta make your way to the weapon, unable to do so, just coming in bare fists. Gonna see if they can get the edge guard on Raydish, and they do! Closes out the stock. 3 stock lead here for the red team. I mean, we thought this was gonna be so close, but now red team's just pulling away.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, both red team members are going down to the second stocks, but they have an entire stock lead. That is nothing to be saying, hey, okay, it's back to close. It's not. It's not even close to being even now. And I think right now, red team has this advantage over the blue team. But as I say that, look at the team combos coming in for the blue team onto megD. And megD's orange of that second stock. Raydish on the orange of that final stock. Red team has a very good mental over the blue team, but will the blue team be able to make amends and knock out both red team members' second stock?
This is some high quality Brawlhalla on our hands. Raydish does lose their final stock, and now a 1v2. Sure, you got 2 stocks to work with. You got to get through 4 of the red team. Big ask for megD. Well within their capabilities, but incredibly difficult all the same.
I do like how megD, when he was in the middle of the air, before they got knocked out, kind of approached Luna and Snowy as like, okay, I'm not going to go for a recovery knockout option and knock one of their stocks out. I'm going to go for a dare, pick up a spear, and do that side option. And now it's like, okay, I'm going to go and knock out Snowy's second stock. And megD is known for going absolutely crazy in a 1v2 situation. They can definitely do it, but will Luna and Snowy give them the opportunity to? It comes down to the options that they give him. As long as they're more comfortable and remove all their options and opportunities, they'll be able to win it. But will megD be able to prevail here?
Yeah, and it's just a constant guessing game for megD. Do you air dodge? Do you not? You have 2 people ready to cover all of your options, and it's looking like the weapon toss actually wasn't enough. megD's able to touch the wall again. Slowly running out of resources, though. Still managing to just needle their way through. Both red team members, but unarmed, manages to grab the spear. But how much work can you realistically do with it? You have to even make it back to stage, and Snowy says, no thanks. Game number 1 goes over to the red team.
Yeah, they tried to, but they just threw him to the ledge, did not give him an opportunity to get their jumps back fully, and said, you know what? Bye-bye, ground pound, you're gone. You're just absolutely gone there. And red team just maximized on their spacing, their edge guarding, and their ability to get the knockout off the ledge. And now we're going to game number 2 with megD and Raydish knocking out 4 of the maps, and Luna and Snowy deciding where they want to go. Do they want to go back to small Fortress of Lions? Do they want to go to Demon Island where it has a high ceiling? But that also doesn't allow them to knock off the ceiling as easy, right? So it's going to be very interesting to see what they choose. I mean, it's 2 platform maps or a flat map with no platforms that has a high ceiling. And you go back to small Fortress of Lions there. And I don't blame them. They won on that map already. They're going there for game number 2. And Raydish and megD need to find something to split Luna and Snowy here.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the capabilities. Like, you saw they absolutely have that potential if they can get going. But it's just such a big ask to find that opening in the first place.
Yeah, for sure. And we're getting 15 seconds in there. Snowy's already in the orangey red. That is huge from the blue team. And something like that will go a long way if they continue to hold that. And it looks like you're kind of doing semi-okay with separating the red team. Red team is starting to come back and be a lot more together. But now we're seeing both Raydish and megD kind of punishing a little bit. But now they're being brought to that ledge, and Snowy just goes in. Look at him, he's going for these gauntlet ground paths, back to back to back to back to back. And it's now even. That disadvantage is gone from the red team. Red team now knocks out Raydish's first stock. megD's having to deal with a 2v1 while Raydish tries to come back. And I mean, red team has definitely changed the tide of the round within the first, like, the second part of the 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's insane to look at how proficient they're playing. Stock trade, but one you will take if you're on the red team. 5 stocks to 2. In the orange, Luna is, but how long will they be able to make that last? We've seen players live a long time. And so when you have, red team who's trying to get these kind of 2v1 or 1v1 situations, you're able to make that work if you play patiently. Just let your teammate extend the lead that you already have, or just get a team combo going. You saw almost the signature closing that stock out, but still, like, even if you don't get that, you did so much damage in the process to the blue team. Oh, speaking of damage, though, blue team answers back. Beautiful team combo. They have the stock lead. They don't have the life lead, though.
They do not. And I think I think the red team now is coming back in, being like, okay, let's get these knockouts real fast. And I mean, realistically, Luna and Snowy do have the advantage if they knock out Raydish and megD really quickly here, which looks like it's going to happen. They're now up a stock. And yeah, I mean, the second stock being so low can be an advantage, but it comes down to the player too. And red team turns things around. They're like, okay, we are we're a couple minutes in. Now let's try going back to our 1v1 style. Let's not go for a 2v2 style as much anymore. Let's focus more so on a 1v1 layout. And then if we run into each other, knocking our opponents left to right, up and center, then we can do team combos. But now they're being a lot more aggressive just because of how big of a lead that they have.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is just swinging right now, trying to get some sort of opening. There was a lot of missteps, though, a lot of just missed spacings. And what that leads to right now is you just see this overextension from the blue side, getting themselves further into the red territory. We're at the damage level where signatures like that will just start to KO on their own.
Yeah, for sure. And right now, Raydish has to deal with a 2v1 situation over Luna and Snowy, and this is a very big deal. We saw this in the previous round as well, and now we have Raydish getting knocked out of that final stock by the red team, and red team's just really good at maximizing on 2v1s.
Oh man, I mean, that was a much more dominant ending than the first game as well. Like, this is looking like it's going more and more into red team's favor as the set progresses. And again, it's like the onus is on blue team to turn this around. It was the same in the last game, but they haven't really been able to make the adaptations. They haven't really been able to find any sort of opening that Snowy and Luna have.
Yeah, they're just having a rough time being able to position themselves and then in team combos that they know they can make, they know they can follow up with. Red team's being like, okay, we can go that 1v1 route. We can do the separating of the teammates and whatever else, or whatever Raydish and megD are used to doing. But now Raydish and megD need to maximize and be like, okay, now they know how to read us. We need to do the counter. We need to go to the back and forth again. And we're going into this third game with Raydish and megD kind of knowing what they need to do and need to approach properly here.
Yeah, and I mean, something I really want to see is I want to see those battle boots come into more effect, because we haven't really seen them utilized to that potential that they're known for. We haven't really seen too many early, stock KOs. We haven't seen too many, just gimps off the side. So it's really like the pressure's on Raydish right now to put in that work and find those reads, find those opportunities, because that's what you need to close out these stocks.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, right now, red team, they did this last game too. They were able to land this fantastic team combo of one of the players in the beginning, and they did it on Luna today. And Luna is now in the low red of their first stock. Now they need to get the knockout option, and now they're having a rough time doing that. Luna's trying to bait him off the ledge. It's like, you know what? Go after me, and the Snowy's gonna come in with the cannon ground pounds and the knockout options with cannon. So I do like how Luna is playing. He's kind of going in for these bait style knockout options, and then Snowy comes in with the finesse and knocks him out of that first stock. So it's now even still, but the red team knows that when they face Raydish and megD, even if it's even, they're more likely to be able to win that set. But
this is so big.
I don't know what's going to happen here. Blue team's landing these team combos, but they're not able to maximize on the volley.
I mean, you still take that though if you're blue team. You get the KO, you build up the damage even further. Both red team members offstage, megD just waiting for any sort of recovery. Raydish still surviving as well. Got the gauntlets now, able to put in more work, able to build this lead even further. This one's looking good. Like, this is what blue team needed going into this third game.
Yeah, for sure. And right now we're going into it where blue team's doing a lot better. I mean, Raydish is just holding their stock. Oh, okay, commentator's curse. But Raydish was holding their stock very, very well within his first 2 minutes. Now that that's happened, red team needs to be like, hey, bye-bye, megD. Now let me do a 2v1 combo on Raydish type situation. Snowy comes in with the gauntlet neutral air. Raydish has no more options. And Snowy with the ground pound onto... Oh, Raydish with a fantastic counter of the weapon throw recovery. Counter Snowy's ground pound knockout. They did very, very well of reading that. And the main thing with Brawlhalla competitive 2v2s is you need to be a step ahead of your opponent. And looks like Raydish is doing that, but can they maximize on it?
megD, you losing your stock right now would probably cost your team the entire set. You have to be so careful. Actually finds an opening to close out one of the stocks on the red team, but you see how dangerous that can be. megD offstage, you have to survive. Don't put Raydish in the 2v1, and here it is. As bad of a spot as you can be in, and you see why this 2v1 team combo from the red team seemingly never ending. Raydish does find a way to escape, but look at how much damage they took in the process.
Yeah, and it's coming down to it too, where it's like, okay, the first round that we had, megD was up a stock, and now Raydish is up a stock for the past 2 rounds. And with how this is being a 2v1, red team is just going to be more known of being able to win this matchup here, and Raydish is just not having the opportunities that they need to be able to punish, and that is only given by the red team. And red team said, you know what, nope, you're gone, you're out of here. Is now a 3-0 situation here, or a 3-1, one or the other.
Yeah, that again, that was the loser that got 9th place. 9th. That was to qualify for top 8. 2 insane teams, PR 2 and 3, PR 16 and 18. Some of the best Brawlhalla players in North America, and with how insane this bracket has been, having to fight in the lower side.
That's mind-boggling to me. This should be a matchup that we see in top 8. But we're seeing so many upsets tonight in general, though. We are, and even if you look at the official Brawlhalla stream, we saw JetBean and Clem beat Daddy Hizo and AL Blue. So stuff like that is mind-boggling to me. JetBean and Clem are on the